Concentration, laser focus. Banging on they though they taking notice.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest. Oh, I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. High boy.
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Washington Redskins. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season, Week 17, is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll go with Darius Geis, who missed all of 2018 with injury. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On the ground, it's Geis. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now Austin. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. There we go, kill, kill. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill, kill, kill. It's straight. 22.
Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. And this will go for 5 up to the 33. For Zeke, one of the first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. 2nd and 5 now. Prescott, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down. And just to put everyone on notice, that is his 1,199th catch. So the next one, that'll be 1,200 for his career. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Caught by Cobb. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Elliott. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
Prescott. This to Jarwin. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Check. Watch safety creep. Watch it. We're going to 53. Safety's creeping. Back.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I wonder if they just kind of outguessed themselves a little bit trying to run it on 3rd down. Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. I got one.
Prescott to throw on 4th. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Safe.
They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Prescott from the gun. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Now the former Redskin. Here's Alfred Morris. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Alfred Morris with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Geis. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Jalen Smith, who took a huge step forward last year, in on the tackle for Dallas. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Redskins with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They'll face a 3rd down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3.
Let's go now. Let's go. It's game situation. Let's go.
Haskins on 3rd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Washington. 52 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
Here we go.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Watch the screen. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Now a toss. This is Geis. Oh, nice move. And he stopped immediately there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity if it breaks.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Something we're seeing more of with the rise of the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up. Second down, Prescott. That's complete to Cobb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And the Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Now it's Morris. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 2nd down. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Cooper's got it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 44-yard line. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble into the Redskins' hand that they do.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here we go. Check it.
They start on the ground with Geis. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with a tick under a minute to go before half. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On play action, Haskins. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Haskins. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Randy Gregory. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. To try again after the sack. Haskins. Complete. Richardson has it.
You got it. You got it.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, baby. Boom.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Final play of the half, Prescott. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Looking to throw on second down. Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. That catch a pretty big one, Charles. Now 1,200 career catches.
The numbers that pile up, sometimes we get numb, sometimes we get immune. But 1,200, that gets your attention fully. Congratulations. Phenomenal job. And I don't think he's slowing down yet.
I don't think so either. He makes it look easy, but this one not to be taken lightly.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Not today, you are. Not today.
To throw is Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Montez Sweat, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Hey, let's go. It's our time. It's our time. Everybody, go right in. We're going to 54. Right in. Switch.
3rd and long for Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way. As a quarterback on his back, usually can't complete a pass.
A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they just...
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Now the Redskin offense will stay out there and go for 2. Now it's Haskins. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they were right on target there with a fade to get the 2.
It seems like a low percentage play, doesn't it? Because you're throwing it into a tough spot and there's not much room to come down. But when you have a really athletic receiver and a quarterback with touch, it's hard to defend.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Here we go, D. Here I come.
Throwing. Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. A big kick, 50 yards that time, with a return of 4. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. He's got White here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
13 yards. 1st down, Washington.
On the set. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Squeeze, squeeze, double up.
On 1st down, here's Love. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Ready, ready. 5-4. Mike 5-4. Watch the run. Watch the run. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Go, tackle. Go.
2nd down, Haskins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, touchdown number 18 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Moore, up and good, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Love. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go play action now. Haskins. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Third down, here's Geis. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Kill.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, go to 54, go to 54. Line in.
They go to Elliott again. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Prescott on 1st down. Caught by Cobb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Prescott now. 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Now Prescott completes it to Jason Witten. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. Boy, you got to think that having the 37-year-old veteran Jason Witten back at tight end is going to be great for Dak Prescott for plays just like that. And you think to last year when Witten wasn't there, it was kind of a rotating carousel. They had Blake Jarwin, Jeff Swaim, Rico Gathers, Dalton Schultz. But Witten back out there and doing his thing again. Prescott now from the 50. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot, that they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
Prescott's throw going to be caught by Gallup, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Leads to third and 6.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Prescott going to come up first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's first and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Right there. 54 miles. You don't want none. Pick up the ball.
26.
On first and 10, Prescott. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's second and 8.
Second and 8 at the Redskins' 15-yard line.
So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Here we go. No. Here we go, 47. Here we go, going to 53. 10. 26.
They'll run with Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Marr now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Love again. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Here we go with Haskins. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
First down, Redskin.
Switch up, switch up. Check 15, check 15. He's coming. Anyway. He's coming, double up.
They'll run with Geis. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot.
Let's go. Pittsburgh. Ain't no such thing.
Haskins to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
A good pickup there on first as a screen pass gets him 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good.